Today we've got another episode of Why My Enemies Don't Shoot Back, one of my favorite series to do, where I break down a high kill game that I had in a sweaty lobby. And today we're breaking down this game right here, 24 kills in a 1.18 average KD lobby. Now I'm gonna be totally honest with you today, this might actually be one of my best games ever. 24 kills, 0 deaths. We got a hot early game here at control, perfectly executed throughout the mid game, and then we clutch up end game against multiple teams with a really good rotation. So we're gonna be paying attention to those things today, primarily talking about execution. How do I use my aim, movement, positioning, game strategy, and anticipation to get kills without taking damage? Now right here, we're gonna catch this guy. I've got a challenge, but I don't really have an SMG to play close range right here, so I'm just gonna wait for him with the DP, the dinner plate. We're able to get the down. Now I don't go ahead and immediately focus on that thirst. There's multiple teams around here, so I'm actually gonna check for a teammate real quick before I get the thirst, at which point I get the information right there. Bunch of people above me. So now I get caught from another team. I get third party right here. So we're gonna pull back to cover, and I'm just gonna wait for him. I'm gonna see what I can find, see if he challenges. This is where a lot of people tend to be predictable and just kind of follow me. So I'm gonna anticipate, try to catch him a little off guard. He ends up not pushing right here. Now, as we're gonna go ahead and rotate around, we finally get the SMG with the Type 100, but I don't love the Type 100. So if I can find basically any other SMG, Wellgun, Marco, MP40, Blixen, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that and trade out this Type 100, which, by the way, is not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to find one. So we're gonna have to execute. This is where I talk about being comfortable with a lot of different guns from the floor so that you are able to get kills in when you're early game. Now, as we're pushing up right here, notice this centering around the corners. Notice the anticipation. I'm ready for enemies. I just don't know where anybody is. They kind of stop shooting. We know that footstep audio isn't great, so I have to constantly be anticipating and be ready for people around corners. Real quick, by the way, just because one came in, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth, just consider subscribing down below. I do videos every single day just trying to help people improve and drop higher kill games. Now right here, I catch this guy basically running outside, but what I noticed before is that people are actually shooting below me. As soon as I hear these shots fired, I check that mini map. I know that they're below me, so I can go ahead and third party this carefully. Now, as I turn this corner, I catch the bunny once again. So we're just gonna go ahead and follow him a little bit. He doesn't know that I'm here, but notice how I'm constantly anticipating around corners. We're able to get that kill. Now, what do a lot of you do right here? A lot of you immediately focus on, oh, he's got plates. What guns does he have? He has what looks like either a buy station, a smoke grenade, or a loadout marker right there. He's got a muni box. What I think about is they're fighting somebody else. So I immediately focus on this next enemy. That guy slides around the corner. I'm able to execute there with my aim and movement. And what you notice here as we slow this down, watch how I use my movement and I basically mix in some high damage areas. That's what allows me to get the kill. The little jump to the right. There's the little jump which allows me to mix in headshots, at which point I'm able to get that down. And thirst. I've got one below me and I've got one above me to the left. So what does this tell me? I have to immediately rotate. I'm anticipating this guy pushing down below me, although I'm not totally sure. We're going to go ahead and keep challenging. Like I said, we're going to get off to a hot start here. A lot of people in control, multiple teams. We're going to pick up 6 or 7 kills right here before we're able to actually grab the free loadout. Nobody's with me. My teammates are not with me. I am playing with randoms this game, so add that to the list of what makes this game so well, is I'm kind of playing my own game to a certain extent, which if you do play with randoms, you can only focus on yourself, only focus on your own cash, only focus on your own game. Now, I anticipate around this corner. Once again, notice the centering right here. I'm able to challenge. Now, I get caught in a weird spot. I actually am going to anticipate this kind of well. I get my crosshairs out right here, but I actually miss a few shots, which is why he's able to do so much damage. Now let's talk about this next play. Right here, I see one down below, right? 2 down below over here, but this one's the one I'm worried about. This one right here. Why? Because he's at the stairwell, right? This guy's clearly at this stairwell, and I don't know if he's pushing up and gonna push over. I don't know if he's gonna play this heady, so I have to be careful. This is one of the best plays that you can learn to make, and I'm actually gonna break this down further in a video, so we're not gonna touch too much on it, but I do wanna talk about it. I shoulder this corner, here he comes. So what am I gonna do? I'm going to pull back. I'm going to play this aggressive here. This is a little bit of confidence. This is a little bit of confidence in myself to execute. I'm going to shut the door. Now, when somebody shuts a door on you, what is your first thought process? Your first thought process is he's running away, right? I'm going to use the door to re-challenge. I'm going to use the door to catch him off guard, which is what happens right here. I hip fire. Now I have the advantage. He's broken, but that little bit of time, this is where I talk about how fast this TTK is right now in general with Warzone. That is a small window that I needed to be able to get that kill and ultimately get that team wipe right there. So we got 5 kills. We've got 11 other teams, still a very healthy lobby. And we're going to go ahead and grab the plates and keep rolling. This is not the end of this early game right here. We're going to run into another person. Trying to see what I can find. Now, let's talk about audio, and specifically footstep audio. You can't trust directional footstep audio right now. It's super frustrating. At the end of the day, if you hear footsteps, the only thing that you can do is rely on that information to understand that people are around you. You've got to clear corners, you've got to center, you've got to anticipate people basically around every single corner, but you really have no idea where they actually are. The other thing audio-wise is I hear a wooden door close. So we're going to go ahead and kind of push down this way in a second. I'm trying to basically bait them to push up to me so that I can get a clean down and thirst, because I'm anticipating there's multiple people. Now we're going to go ahead and challenge. We're going to, once again, center around the corner. Look at the centering. Look at this centering right here. Crosshairs are out. I hip fire a little bit. We're able to get that down. 2 up above me on the other side. So I got to keep that in mind. I'm not in any direct danger right now. And now I'm going to immediately start pushing this next team. We still got to be strategic again, but we're going to try to reposition, put ourselves in a position to then get this kill right here. As I push up, I hear one to my left. Do not chase. I want you to think ahead and anticipate. Now, instead of me chasing this guy, I'm going to go ahead and push down right here. A lot of you would chase. Now, I get caught in a very bad spot, and I'm able to bail myself out here with a little bit of movement and a little bit of aim. Right here, notice the movement to the left. All high damage areas with the Type 100. I honestly have zero idea how I survived that, but there are going to be times that you simply have to make a play, that you simply have to find a way to actually survive that situation, which is what I do right there. So there's your early game, right? We take some damage. It's not super clean. I'm not getting clean kills, but I'm executing very well using anticipation, using centering, using my aim to get me out of some bad situations, as well as keep me from taking damage. 7 kills right here. We're going to go rotate over. Why do I collect that money right there? Of course, you got to collect money. It's obvious, but I got to worry about my own cash flow. I can't rely on my randoms. My randoms aren't going to buy a loadout. They're not going to buy a UAV unless I request money from them. The only thing I can worry about is, you know, my own cash. Now, if you are playing with teammates, you guys need to be paying attention to your cash flow, getting UAVs up. If I tell you where somebody is, I know for a fact that a lot of you are able to execute on that information and get kills. Now, I'm going to go ahead and immediately re-challenge this. I mean, this is the first time that I was using the automaton, which, by the way, the automaton is a good gun. I'll go ahead and link my top 7 ARs video down in the comments below for you. But I get shot, so yeah, baby, I'm re-challenging this right here. I took half a plate of damage. We're immediately going to peek. Watch this across the street. We get him out in the open. Now, let's talk about this situation. I get shot from the right, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and push in. I'm able to make it in, but what I want to highlight is the enemy giving up, right? So, look, the enemy across the street is not resable, but what a lot of you don't think about is this right here. I'm going to go ahead and stim back. I'm going to go ahead and play this spot, and he gives up. So he's not resable, but he actually gives up, which gives away this enemy right here. This one right on this backside. 3 questions that you ask yourself when you get a kill. Where are the other enemies in relation to you? How many are there, and where are they moving to? So watch the way this guy's moving. He's on my level, pushing right to me. So I'm going to go ahead and shoulder this corner. I catch him right there because he doesn't know where I am. This is where, because I slow down for a little bit and go ahead and plate up, he doesn't know where I am. Now I know where he is. Now I have the advantage again. We're going to challenge that way. Right there. He's broken. He's broken. I've taken 2 plates of damage. We're able to execute, get that kill. Last guy's across. Where is he moving to? He's not pushing me. He's pushing away. So I know that I'm okay to push up. I grab UAV. I grab plates. I'm out of there. We're going to plate up, and now we're back in. And yes, these are the quick decisions that you make. It's happening very quick, but at the end of the day, you know, that's cash flow right there. $7,900. I know I'm good to buy plates in a UAV and figure out where these people are. Now, patience, right? 1v3 situation. I'm by myself. Patience on the approach. I'm not just going to go push all 3. These guys are clearly stacking right here. They are clearly very close together. If I push in here and get it down, those other 2 enemies are immediately pushing. So I'm just waiting, down, thirsted. Now other 2 are right across. So as I challenge this, notice how both of them are aiming at me. And a lot of you need to make this quicker decision of, this is not a good spot to be in. So I aggressively challenge this, anticipating that maybe one of them was going to push me. The moment that I see 2 already aiming down sight, I'm out. Nope. My teammate goes down. Not my problem. Unfortunate for him. So we're going to go ahead and start plating. We're going to reposition, and now we're going to go ahead and push across. Now we're going to put ourselves in a position. I actually check over to my left right here. Part of my decision making throughout this game, by the way, which, like I said, perfectly executed game, was I was trying to get clips with the automaton, get a gameplay with the automaton, because I want to see how it is. Patience right here. Patience on the approach, trying to see what they're going to do. I hear him down below me. I'm not going to push this aggressively. I don't know what I'm pushing into right now. Why would I push into this and instead of just waiting and trying to anticipate a little bit and get a clean kill. Now right here, now we make the decision to go. 2 enemies down below me. That's a third party situation. So I'm going to push down, but notice I'm still centering right here. I still have crosshairs out. Now a third party this, we get the down, we get the thirst. As I'm going to reposition, I notice that the other one is on my level. This one right here, this guy's down, right? You can see that basically the guy that's going to be right on my mouse is already down, and then it's one more alive. He's sitting right here. So I'm going to go ahead. I get the down. Now we had challenged the last guy. Anticipate around the corner. We anticipate around the corner. We break, so there we have the advantage. I'm not quite broken yet. We slide cancel through. We're able to get that team wipe. Could I have farmed that team? Absolutely. I probably should have. Probably could have been a 30 if I farmed that team a little bit more. But now we're at 12 kills. We've got 6 other teams, still second circle, so I'm well on 20 bomb pace. Teammate just died across. Watch this. There's the res. There's the rocket. Teammates firing rockets or RPGs over here. I have no idea. But you know what? We're going to go ahead. Last one's across. We can use that information to our advantage. We push across, try to see what we can find. And I don't really know where anybody is at this moment, you know, so what am I supposed to do? I can't buy a UAV. I don't have any cash. Okay, let's hit the communication tower, see where anybody is. Is there anybody anywhere across here that I can catch a dot and then go ahead and push that direction? Now I get 1 dot over this way somewhere. I also get people down at Stronghold, and I ultimately make the decision here to rotate over to living quarters. We're gonna see the 1 dot in tower right here, and I don't want to deal with messing with tower. It's just not worth the stress. It's not worth the headache. You get it down, the teammate flies back in and reses. You get it down with the precision, you can't precision again. It's a headache to fight. So you know what? I'm just gonna disengage here, push over to this hot area. Living quarters tends to be a hot area. There's generally a team here, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can find. As I'm pushing up, I hear glass break. We grab the bounty. I actually don't get the bounty. I guess contract's unavailable already, and I hear glass. Okay, so now we play patience. Watch the trigger discipline. Watch the trigger. I'm trying to see what I can find. I see him right in there. I don't shoot just yet. I don't shoot just yet. I don't shoot just yet. Now I shoot, and I'm able to get the down right there. I'm able to catch that guy with that window because of the TTK. Now we immediately anticipate this next enemy. So I can't just worry about the 1 kill. I got to leave that guy, and I'm listening for a self-revive. I'll hear the revive happen, but I anticipate around the corner. We're able to just absolutely melt that guy. And when we slow this down, watch just the little shimmy in there with the movement. You know, these are the little movement things that I talk about that allow you to take less damage and increase your aim assist on controller. Right, left, jump. Like, I'm not doing anything special. That is simply moving left and right with my left stick and throwing in a little bit of a jump while shooting. Yes, you've got to practice that and be able to still have precise control over that right stick, but at the end of the day, I'm not doing anything special right there. It's not any fancy movement. We're able to get the tag, so we're gonna go ahead and push here. Challenge around the corner. Watch the bunny hop. Not quite the jump peek, but we just keep the pressure on right there, right? We're just keeping that pressure on once we have the advantage and taking, you know, advantage of that window that we have. If that guy gets away, it changes everything. Probably could have rotated over and bought UAV. Didn't notice that in the moment. I was playing super quick, right? Fire sales up. I had $3,900. I still have $3,900. Just kidding. It's free. Good play, but I should go buy UAV still. I should go buy UAV. Nobody's around us that I can see. So I probably should go buy UAV, although I end up not. Now, what do I see here? I've got 1:25 left to respawn. Pretty sure living quarters is clear at this point, right? Like, I don't think there's anybody on the other side, but I'm using audio, right? If I hear footsteps, I know there's a team over there, but I don't think there is. What I notice is this dot right here. This dot kind of basically up the hill somewhere, not totally sure. So we're gonna go ahead and start to rotate around, and keep in mind, because these pings are on the mini map, they are fighting. That is multiple teams right there. Now what else do I see? I see a team at Nova 6. Like, my eyes, you can't see it because I'm blocking it. My eyes are looking at the mini map right now because I'm hearing shooting. So I'm gonna go ahead and rotate over this way and put myself in a good position. 15 kills. We've got 4 other teams. Once again, we've got another one down below right there. You see, like I said, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth, just consider subscribing down below. If you are subscribed already, thank you so much. Your continued support means the world to me. You are the reason that I'm able to do this, and we are pushing for full-time. We're not a full-time content creator yet, but hopefully by the new year we will be. Thank you guys so much for the support. Now I hear one flying in. Now right here, definitely people top Nova, and watch how I play this. We got 58 seconds till circle closes. So this is kind of the first time that we're gonna talk about positioning. Up until this point, it's been moving, constantly finessing, anticipating, centering crosshairs. Now I'm just gonna play positioning. We're getting closer to that end game. We're down to a few teams. I see one up here. Once again, watch the trigger discipline. I'm just gonna, not an opportunity to get a kill. Not an opportunity to get a kill. We're just gonna play patient. Come on, I know they have to rotate to me, so I'm not in any rush right here. You know, I can just gotta wait for them. And I have good positioning right here in terms of like, I'm in circle if I move a little bit over to my left. So I'm just gonna wait. I see one right over to my left. There's the first one. Okay, there's the first. We immediately snap to the second. Boom, there's the second. So now I have a huge advantage right here. I hear audio out front, which is why I push around. So I have 2 enemies down on that team, and I have one right in front of me. So now I gotta focus on the one that is closer, but we can never forget information, okay? We'll circle back to that. Keep the pressure on. I'm just gonna keep tagging this guy as much as possible. He misses the window, not my problem. So now what do we do right here? Well, I'm going to immediately rotate back to that team that I was fighting before, because at this point, they're probably rezzed. They've probably revived already. The last guy, whether they had selfs, not have selfs, I don't know. But I'm anticipating at least 1, if not 2, to be alive right here. And the third one is still, you know, was still never down. Sure enough, there's 1 down. There's 2 down on that guy. Quick reload. Where's the third guy? There's the third guy. Now, the third guy is nice because I'm able to get the down and the thirst right here. So we get the down and thirst. 2 on my level, both down. But obviously, one of them has self as we push. Easy kill right there because he's only a bullet, right? He has no health. He's coming from being revived. So we're able to take advantage. 20 kills right here. 4 other teams. And up until this point, just a very well executed game between aim, movement, positioning, game strategy, and anticipation. Now, teammate goes down. Got $6,600. We've got 4 other teams. We still got 5 kills. And look at our circle pole. Our circle pole is all the way down the hill. So we got to be a little bit careful right here. I don't want to rotate late and get held out of circle. Teammates over here requesting money. And I think there's a team over here somewhere. Just not totally sure where. Right? So we see shooting. Notice the minimap, right? So you see shooting over to your left. You see the red dot. At which point I know that there's people over here. And I see the one guy up here. So I got to be careful. Right, I gotta be careful from that team to my left. Now my teammate goes down right there. So it's just me. He gets a brilliant live ping. Watch this. I challenge around the corner. This is the guy that I noticed right here. This is the guy that I noticed. I have the live ping, but I see this movement right here. Watch how I strafe backwards as I'm shooting this live ping right here. Right, I am putting myself in a position so that I cannot get shot by that second enemy. I'm able to get, even though I still have an angle on this guy, I get the down and thirst. And that's just a small little thing that I do that allows me to not take damage, at which point I see this guy pushing in, right? So last enemy, he's in 4 square. Where is he moving to? He is pushing me. So quick swap. I'm gonna play a little bit patient. Why do I play patient here? This is a really awkward jump through the window. So I know he has to try to push in here. And instead of me trying to beat him to the window, like, look, he gets caught in the auto mantle. We've all done it before. I hip fire, broken, I'm broken. I'm able to clean up that kill. And it's not always going to be pretty, especially in a sweaty lobby, but I'm able to win that gunfight. $8,000, buy station straight ahead of me. Can't full send for the buyback right here. Remember, before I fought that team, there was another team over that I was shooting somewhere. So I'm a little bit concerned about where that team is. We still have 3 teams alive. Still 3 teams. So I'm just trying to see. I've got plenty of time right here. Like, I'm not racing gas. I still got plenty of time, especially with the mobility of the Blixen. I'm not concerned. We double buy back, and we immediately go ahead and push right here. Push ahead, and I know that we have to get down, you know, hill right here. One flying in. He live pings. So now we're in a tough spot. I'm going to try to get this kill. Can't quite see it. And right here, I'm very susceptible to being shot in the back. That's what I'm really thinking about at this moment. Like, just watch your back right here. Be really careful. So now I'm going to go ahead and push ahead. As I push ahead, we're going to see this guy right on buy station. Very tough to see. He's right here. He's got the portable buy down. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and I catch him right here. Let's pull back. I catch him a quick glimpse. I don't see him yet. Don't see him yet. Now I see him. Right here is where I see him, because what do? I create a barrier between him and I. By sliding left, I put the stairs between us two, at which point I can switch to the automaton, and I hit all my shots right there. Automaton feels good. Down thirsted, 2 above me, over to the right. I got big game bounty to the left. Big game bounty would be absolutely clutch to kill because that gives me all the information. Still 5 other enemies alive, 3 other teams. So nobody's really a full squad. I mean, it could be, but people fighting out front to my right, on my level. So that's what I immediately see. We get the big game bounty killed. So now I get a lot of information. 1 on my level straight ahead. $8,000, by the way, because of that big game bounty. So two things right there. I get the cash and I get the information, at which point the cash actually comes in clutch right here. I didn't think about this. I didn't notice this until now. The cash really comes in clutch, and the portable buy station. So we go ahead, we buy our teammate back, we buy gas mask. Look where Circle goes. So Circle pushes all the way over this way. I know exactly where everybody is. And this is the one time that I will tell you, endgame, that the super UAV that you get from a big game bounty is actually really helpful, because I know where people are actually looking, right? The direction that the arrow is facing is where they're actually looking. So as I'm pushing over and playing, getting into circle and getting ahead, I know that this enemy right here is not looking at me, right? He's looking over to the left, which buys me a little bit of time to keep pushing. Now I'm going to play cover. No, don't really like that spot. Where's my power position? Where's my cover? Well, right here, I'm in circle. I have cover. I can hold everybody out. This checks all of those boxes. Now I know he's looking at me, or at least he's looking by direction, which is why I anticipate him being in the top window, right? You see how perfectly that matches? That's why I anticipate him right there. Now, the moment he's not looking at me and he starts pushing right, I kind of hear him down below and I say, oh, he's outside, he's outside. So that's where I am able to easily track. Now we have the advantage, so we go ahead and we challenge. Do not chase, think ahead. I get the live ping and I just wait. And because he chases me, he literally pushes right into me. He literally pushes right into my crosshairs. That's a pretty easy kill right there. 1v2 situation. I'm gonna go in and quick plate up. We know exactly where he is. He's over here somewhere. You see it on the mini map. Right here, I'm checking the mini map. So you see the last dot over by the ATV. I'm going to quick plate. I'm going to play my cover. I'm going to go back to where I was before. Power position and cover. Why is this power position? Because I have cover in circle. He has to rotate out in the open. Teammate's going to go ahead and try to land on him. He goes down, but really good live ping, at which point I go ahead and shoot him through the container. So that's a very clean, sweaty lobby right there that we are able to really execute well. I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.